Hello everybody and welcome back to another Rockabilly guitar lesson, and today it's time for the long overdue Johnny Burnette special. It was really hard to come up with just 3 songs because there's so many fantastic Rockabilly recordings done by Johnny Burnette in the 1950s. But with the help of my wonderful patrons, we decided on 3 songs. Tear It Up, that's the one I'm going to show you right here on YouTube, the intro and the solo. Probably the easiest of the 3. And then the other 2 are Lonesome Tears in My Eyes and Baby Blue Eyes, which feature the amazing guitar work of Grady Martin. Quite challenging, I think. And if you want to get the complete package, including the jam tracks and the tabs, please consider supporting me on Patreon, or you can also buy the lesson in my web shop at randyrich.de. Both links are, of course, in the description below. And in case you're wondering if I have your favorite song available as a lesson, please check out my website as well, because there's a whole database table that shows you all the songs that I offer. And if you haven't done yet, please subscribe to my channel. I'm on the road to 20,000 and I hope I can reach the number before the end of the year so you can help me out here. But now, without any further talk, here's how to play the intro and the solo of Tear It Up, is played by Paul Burleson. Tear It Up by Johnny Burnette is in the key of E, and here's the famous intro. So you start on the 12th fret B string to 14, and then 15, pull off to 14, 12 and 14. Yeah, it's all happening on the B string. One more time from the top. Next part. Pull off from 15 to 14, but this time on the E string. 12, back to 14, same pull off again. 12, then 14. Huh? And then the last part. Starts on 12, high E string. Then you play 15, pull off from 15 to 14, back to 12, and 14 on the B string. One more time, this bar. And then the last bar. 12 on the E string, to 14 on the B string, and then 12 twice on the high E string. So one more time, the whole intro slowly for you. 1, 2, 3. Now let's have a look at the solo of Tear It Up. It starts like this. Pretty straightforward here on the 12th fret high E string. So this will be your E. And you play on 1 and 3 in the first bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and in the second bar you play on 1, 2 and 4. So it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then you just repeat the 2 bars. So here's the whole first row, and I will count with it the first 2 bars. I know some of you may get the rhythm right away automatically, but for those of you who have trouble with the rhythm, I just count with it and I hope it helps. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then the next part sounds like this. So you bend up not a half step, a quarter step, just a little bit on the 15th fret. Twice, then to 12, and 14 on the B string. Yeah? And in the second bar, similar phrase. but you pull off here from 15 to 14 before you play 12 and 14. Yeah, 14 on the B string, that is. Yeah. So I'll repeat these 2 bars. And then the next part. Twelfth fret, high E string. Then 14, 12, 14 on the B string. And back to 12 on the E string. Next bar. Starts again on the 12th fret, high E string. And then you play 14, 12, 14, 12 on the B string. And I put these 2 bars together. And now the whole row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next part. I just played the whole row here. It starts with a half tone bending on the 14th fret B string. Then you release, play 12 and 14. 14 on the E string. And then in the next bar, 12th fret is all on the E string first here, 12 and 14. Pull off again from 15 to 14, just like we did before. And then 12 to 14. Yeah? These 2 bars. And then the next 2 bars sound like this. Again, you start on the 12th fret, high E string to 15 this time. Pull off. And again, you land here on the 14th fret B string. And the last bar in this row starts on the 12th fret, and then you go to 14 on the B string and back to 12. And here's this whole row again. And then he moves to the 5th fret, B string, to play this here. And he adds a half bar there, so I'm not sure if it was by accident or if it was like a genius idea. But basically it's always the slide into the 5th fret and then the open E string, yeah? And as I said, it's just a half bar inserted here, and then he goes to the slide from 7 to 8, and the next phrase sounds like this. So slide from 7 to 8 on the B string, then 7 on the E string, back to 8 on the B string, and you just repeat here, yeah? Slide again. Pretty much the same phrase, but the slide is shorter in this bar here. Whoops. And then back to the 5th fret while you play. So it starts with the 5th fret B string and then back to the high E string, similar to what we played before. but then you stop here on the second fret of the B string. And then the last row, or I just repeat this whole part here, starting with the slides. Yeah, probably makes more sense when you have the jam track. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And then the next part. Third fret, B string, then a pull off from third to second. Open B string, back to the second fret, and then you play the second fret of the E string. Open, back to second, pull off again, and at the end open B string. One more time this whole part. And then the last two bars. Open E string, second fret, pull off again, open E string, second to open, and then it's always the same notes here. So one more time, the last row. And that's the whole solo. And now I will play the whole solo slowly for you to the metronome at 100 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4.